What does the U.S. attack on Iranian military bases mean for your investment outlook? That's what I'm thinking. Hey, so as I'm recording this here, Monday, June 23rd, over the weekend, the United States launched 3 successful bombing attacks on Iranian nuclear bases, right? And we can argue about whether that makes sense or not, but from an investment standpoint and from a look at our personal finances, how should we think about this? Right, over the weekend after this became public, futures markets for oil went way up, meaning people thought that oil was going to go up, and for U.S. stocks, S&P 500, the futures markets were down, indicating, hey, let's expect a bumpy ride here, at least coming into this week. So one thing really interesting to take a look at that as I'm recording this on Monday, S&P 500 up a little bit anyway. It had a little bit of a roller coaster today, right? So not what we would have expected coming into today. And oil was actually down in price and down kind of significantly. Now some things change. It seems like there's some evidence that that we're not going to go to all-out war with Iran. But interesting to think about, not what we would have expected when we all went to bed last night as far as what the markets are going to do. And one day, like who cares what happens in the short run? But just interesting to reflect on that. Bigger picture, what do we do? What if we do end up getting into war with Iran? What does that mean? And, and that could mean a big market downturn on things, right? And the answer that I have for what that is, like what there is to do, is to stick to your plan. And now notice it's different than just set it and forget it or just leave your investments alone. I didn't say that. I don't think that's the right thing to do. But if we do this properly in the first place, when we have our investment philosophy, we plan for the times when things go well and also for when the things don't go well. And if the markets do take a dive based on what's going on overseas here, what the thing to do is to stick to that plan. The things that you plan to do when the markets go badly, do that. Don't bail out from that plan. So different, not set it and forget it, not ignore, right? Maybe in the short run here, ignore some of these, right? All right, what happens in a day or a week or a month or even a year is not that important. But big picture, stick to the plan. Don't change that plan that you laid out when things were going well, when things take a dive on it, right? And it's easier said than done, but that really is the key. That's where most of our money gets made on the investment standpoint. Can't remember who it was that said that the most important thing about an investment philosophy is to have one. It's very true. Having a philosophy is super critical. And the second most important thing that I think is to stick to that philosophy, right? Do the things you said you were going to do. Don't panic out. Don't change in the middle of when things go in chaos. And if you can do that, you're going to have a successful investment experience. So that's what I'm thinking about as we contemplate maybe some global political unrest. As always, interested in knowing what you're thinking about. Are you planning to make any changes? Are you maybe making changes in advance on things? Drop a comment in the comment box. Let me know what you're thinking. And as always, thanks for watching.